My name is Denis Sudovenko. I have been teaching kitesurfing for 4 years. I am a big fan of beginner and proper education. We are gonna go through those topics like kite control, body dragging downwind, body dragging upwind, steady pull position, water starts, speed control, going upwind, and transition turns. Take a seat. Let's get it started, huh?
Okay, let's go.
We will start with a really important topic, which is sweet spot on your bar. First of all, guys, don't put your hands wide on the bar. Because if your hands are wide, any movement will influence your kite and it will go left or right. If you put it closer, your kite is gonna be more stable at one position and you will control it with two hands. At the same time, think about your sweet spot. So, sweet spot depends on the strength of the wind. If the wind is really strong, your sweet spot is gonna go up. If it's lighter, you pull your bar more down. But generally, feeling of the sweet spot, it is a moment when you pull your bar down and you feel enough tension in your steering lines, but it's not too much. Your kite doesn't drag you downwind. At the same time, if you don't pull your bar enough down, you will not have enough tension in your steering lines, so you will not able to control it. Sweet spot, it is a moment when you find this balance between two positions, when it's too much down and too much out. Really important skill to control your kite is one-handed control. You don't need to hold your bar all the time with two hands. Your kite can even stay at 12 o'clock without any hands on the bar. So bring your kite up at 12 o'clock and put your hands off the bar and just observe your kite until it gets to the water or to the ground. It's gonna happen like 3 to 5 seconds and it's so much time to react and grab it. Then we're gonna make it a bit more difficult. Imagine that one hand, like not like this of course, but one hand is busy with your board. So board like this, not bird. So you hold your board and this hand is controlling the kite. Don't hesitate to move your hand from one side of the bar to the opposite one. I mean, it's okay if you do like this to control your kite. In the future, it's gonna help you out so much, especially when you're trying to put your board on. This hand is busy, so this one can control your kite properly. Body drag downwind. Before going in the water for body dragging, you have to be sure that you can control your kite at 45 degrees at one position. For example, when you are sitting on the sand, right? So just kite at 45, your hands are on the bar and you're controlling your kite at 45 degrees. If you're able to do that and your kite is quite stable, so go in the water and give it a try to make it in the movement. When you are in the water, so you're floating on it and you need to find the proper position of your body. Like this, okay? So your hands are on the bar, you're observing the kite. Really important to put your legs in the triangle. I mean, your heels are together and your knees are wide. The water is gonna go like this over your legs and you're gonna be super stable. If you will try to flip over, to struggle and to fight with the water and with the kite, you will probably be upside down, drinking water and so on. Try to relax and be tail of the kite. You just follow it. You don't fight with it. It's really important to remember. The common mistake during body dragging downwind is to pulling your bar too much down and spasm your hands. In this case, kite is probably gonna go up at 12 and you will fly. As one of my students here, his name is Anatoly actually. Yeah, it was fun. I can make an example for that. Like imagine that you are driving the car, right? And your hands are relaxed. So the same movement is with the bar. Your hand's supposed to be relaxed. You control it with the ends of the fingers. Don't pull it down. Don't try to climb up on the bar. No. It is your steering wheel. It's super sensible. If you just fight with that, it's gonna throw you up in the sky. I'm organizing kite trips to Brazil. I'm doing kite safari and as well I'm running kite school at Cyprus. If you would like to do any of those activities, please go below to the links. Text me in WhatsApp and we will arrange anything you want, okay? Body drag, upwind. A bit more difficult, but generally you will manage that, okay? Before trying to find your body position, try just to do the body drag with one hand. So your kite is at 45 degrees, you swim with two hands, then you release your front hand and keep it just in the water like this. Look at the kite at 45 degrees. Then try to stretch your body in the line position. Legs together, hand is straight, and you're like this. Your front shoulder is looking at the bottom. You're on the side position. To breathe, rotate your head up and just swim like this. Really important to find the right angle between your front hand and your kite. I mean, imagine that it is your kite. It is your kite. So then you direct this hand at the kite and then you move it like for 20-25 degree upwind, not more. And you keep this position. If you will do it like that, like 40-50 degree, you will go downwind. Upwind body dragging seems like boring and unuseful exercise. But believe me, it's really necessary to do that before you do your water starts. Because during your water starts, you will lose your board a lot of times. And if you cannot recover it, you cannot practice. So keep in mind, body drag upwind first and afterwards you do water starts, okay? Single movement of your kite from 12 o'clock to 45 degree. In kite surfing we name it power stroke. There are two options how to do your power stroke. Option number one, kite at 12 o'clock, then you move your kite to 45 degree and then you pull your bar down. Second option, your kite is at 12 o'clock, you pull your bar fully down and then you move it to the 45 degree. Press the pause on this video and write in the comments which option do you use to do your water starts. And afterwards I will explain you which is better for beginners and which is better for advanced riders. The first option is not suitable for the beginners. It's better option for advanced riders because during your movement from 12 to 45 with your bar open, you have no tension, and when your kite reaches 45 you pull it fully down. In this case you get a lot of tension, which is super quick, abrupt and powerful. If you are not experienced, it's so difficult to predict it. Second option is more suitable for beginners. Kite at 12 o'clock. You pull your bar fully down. You have whole power of the kite. You feel it on your bar and then you slightly move your kite to 45 degree. If you have too much tension, you will immediately open your bar and you will stop this power. Which is better, you will not fly over the board, you will control whole power. The important thing is just don't move it fast. And then we are gonna get to practice. Go in the water. Here you just need to understand the power of the kite. Bring your kite up at 12 o'clock, feel the power, then fully down and move your kite to 45 degrees. It's really important to stop it at 45 for 2-3 seconds. Then you bring it back at 12 o'clock, bar open, and then you repeat it. Do it like 10 to 20 times both sides. You will practice this movement, and afterwards, when you come for the water starts, you will not think a lot about power stroke. You will be able to concentrate on your board position, on the embryo position, and so on. Now, we are coming to the water start. Guys, I know that you are excited. You took your board, you wanna put it on immediately and just go straight away as much as you can. But let's keep it safe, huh? First of all, prepare your steady pull position. First of all, when your board is on your feet, put the grouping position. Grouping position, it is like this. It could be frog position, embryo position, whatever, but put your elbows between your knees. Hold your kite at 12 o'clock. Use your abs to rotate your legs left and right. Then bring your kite to the 45 degree from the left. Rotate your legs this way, okay? And just follow the kite at 45 degree. Move your toes up so you can feel the pressure on the board. You can feel it like carving on the snowboard on the hill edge. At the same time, always keep your board perpendicular to your lines. So like you're trying to cut it, okay? Not like this or like this, just like this. Then move your kite to the opposite 45. How we do it? Kite slightly at 12 o'clock, bar open, rotate your legs, then to the 45 degree and bar again down. And you swim this way. If you bring your kite to the opposite position but keep your legs here, it's gonna rotate you around and you are gonna be like on the way around with your kite. Okay, when you got used to this position in the water, you can come to water starts. Water start, it's not riding on the board. Water start, it is a movement up and down. How we reach it? We move our kite from 12 o'clock to 45 degree with our second technique of power stroke. When you move your bar fully down then to 45, move your kite really slow so you can feel the power and you will not fly over the board forwards, okay? So you move it to 45 degree, you press on your heels, you stand up a bit, then you release your bar and you sit down back in the grouping position. And then you repeat to the left and to the right for 10-20 times both sides. Guys, the riding is quite easy thing. The more important thing is to be able to stop and put your grouping position back, so you will not waste your time to recover your board, to recover your kite, whatever. So first of all, learn how to start and how you stop. This middle thing when you're riding, it's really easy to do, believe me. When you learned your water starts, you can start doing your first 100 meters, 200 meters, whatever. Here it is the time to enjoy. Alright, now we are big boys, we can do our water starts, we can ride. Now it is a time to learn how to control speed. So, to accelerate, you need to pull your bar a bit more down, put your board flat and direct your front leg at the kite. In this case, you will get more speed. If you wanna stop, you need to move your front leg more upwind, open your bar kite up, and when you stop, back in the grouping position. So, to go upwind, you need to find sweet spot between going downwind and between stopping. First, you start downwind with your water start, you go on your board flat, then you slightly shift your weight on the back heel At the same time, front leg more upwind. And here you need to start carving. You need to feel that you are pressing your board. You are making splash with the water. You need to balance pressure in your bar and pressure on your back heel. If you press too much, you will stop. If you press not enough, you will go downwind. For some of my students, it's really gets in their mind if I tell them to focus on the kite. So basically, it's feeling like you are trying to go away from the kite more upwind. You kinda race with your kite. Now we know how to control our speed and we know how to go upwind. It's gonna be super easy to do your transition turns if you are able to control your speed with your board, as we learned before. As you have noticed, I do it like from baby steps. We build a bit more difficult baby step. Then we get used to this new, more difficult baby step, and then we go to the next one. What I mean, if you're able to control your speed with the board, the transition turn is gonna be super easy for you. So let's get to these transition turns. For example, you are going left, okay? Kite at 45 degrees. Upwind to stop with your board, bar a bit out, kite up at 12, then you move it to the opposite 45 degree and you go. It's really important to separate movement for two parts. Stop kite at 12, then opposite 45. As well, super important thing is to shift your weight from one leg to the opposite one. Ting, 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 ting. As we learned before, we go one way, kite at 45 degree, kite at 12, we stop by edging. Then you put your board flat. At this moment you shift your weight and then you move your kite to the opposite direction. And again, kite at 45, slightly up at 12, you go upwind, you stop, board flat, switch position of your legs, move it to the 45 degree. It is how we do our transition turns. If you will not stop your transition turn, it's gonna look like this. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please press like and write comment below which topics would you like to discover next. I will probably make video about that or not, I don't know. I wanna notice, I have got like two heroes on Kite Safari. I have never seen this before. Those guys, Mishani and Tola, they have learned kite surfing from zero to hero during 5 days of kiting. On the last days, they were riding independently. I just put them in the water without radio, without anything, and those guys were going up.
Okay, let's go.
Давай, давай! Давай, ученик, наваливай!
I was so proud about my students. If you wanna like this, go to the link below, text me and come with me to Kite Safari or Brazil. Kisses, hugs, love you. As well, come to Cyprus. It's Los Angeles, huh? Behind me. Come here as well, guys.